Hey guys, PW here, and we're back out in the garage. You guys know I've been putting out a lot of shorts lately just to keep everybody abreast of what's going on with the car. We're getting real close to take a ride. By no means is the car done. I mean, body and paint still needs to be done, but it's really close to being roadworthy. My buddy Phil been coming over the last couple Saturdays, and he's helped me a lot to get this wiring lined out. Here's a couple clips of him going to work on it. All right, you guys can see he's soldering the lines together for that's for the switch, right, Phil? For the fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the switch for the fan. Gonna heat shrink it. Just keeping things nice and neat and tight. Try to hide everything the best we can. Heat shrink fan that I got from that money I won at Turlo's Garage from Amazon.
This heater. That's gonna lay right like that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully that sleeve should be able to take that heat. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's on my car.
After this car pretty good. I've been hitting it every night. Just little jobs, odds and ends, everything we need to get done. Like take for example the tack. I just got that mounted. You'll see the short for the guys that watch just the shorts. For the guys that don't, it's just it's on a magnetic base, and I was able to snake the wires down behind, and I may just have to put a little notch in our trim there. It beats having to drill a hole in the dash, which I was trying to avoid doing. It looks like everything's going to work out good with it. We'll figure it out whenever we start the car up. Either it's going to work or it's not. But it's just like a series of little jobs like that. You can see that we got, for the first time, this thing's got an ignition, man. It's got a key. All right, then we still got some wiring to do. You can see this stuff is like the temperature gauge and the oil pressure we're working on. We did hook up the neutral safety on this. I got to mount the 40 amp relay up under the dash a little bit, and I mean there's some wiring we got to clean up. I mean, I don't have the heater in yet, but there's live wires hanging down here that I'll just have to wrap up neatly for now, and maybe put a piece of seal tight on the end, and kind of like just a wire nut them off until we're ready for them. We'll see. All right, I might get the heater box in before the weekend, but I don't know. I'm not gonna hook up the heater lines or anything like that, but we'll see. Kind of babbling. We're not really sure. It's not something that's required for us to take a ride. All right, I'm gonna call and get some insurance on it, and I'm gonna get a tag, so you know, we can get ready to go. It's little odds and ends stuff right now. Like I said, we're gonna have to run some wire checks on Saturday to make sure everything's working and all that. I gotta get like the screws for the lens covers. I got brand new lens covers. I don't have any screws. So I think they're 832s. I think we'll figure that out. It's not a big deal. But it's getting really exciting. I mean, you guys can see the car. I know it's not done, but it's starting to look really cool, you know. I came back this weekend. I didn't even film this, not even in a short, because I feel like I already did the video on it. I just finished hooking up the kill switch. I wired that in. I soldered, and then after I solder them, I always crimp them, and I got the crimper over there. You can see I got a cheapy battery in there. Sorry, it's kind of dingy back here. I don't have the lighting for the back here right now, but like I said, the battery box, it's ready to hook the cables up. All right. There's little things I know that we have to check before that happens. That's why I didn't hook those up, but we're getting there, guys. I mean, we really are. I put pins in last night. I think I showed a video on that. They're right here. We got those in. That's just an extra layer of protection, and or just to be safe, you know, rather be safe than sorry coming down the road, right? But it's starting to stand tall. I'm hoping to put the glass in before the weekend. I don't know if I will or not. It's not that I can't put the glass in. I'm hem-hawing around about these Lawan boards. They're a little heavy, they're a little big, they're a little warpy. I might just let them go for this season and put them in, just as, you know, 3 or 4 screws, and then put the garnish molding in after I pop in the glass. We'll see. I'll decide on that maybe tomorrow. I might just pull them out and put the garnish molding in and just leave it like the doors right now with nothing until we figure out what we're doing. I mean, because we're just going to methodically go through the steps, and everything's going to be pretty squared away on the car. I mean, you can even see I had a little vinyl left over from when I made the boot. I had a practice boot, and I didn't sew anything. I just cut this down to fit because I had to make, all this had was a column bracket on the for the tack, and you can see somebody JV welded it on the back. The nut's broken off, so I didn't want to mess with anything. It looks like it's going to work. I can't say if it's going to, but it looks like it's going to. The needle's nice and sturdy in there, at least. So I just bolted a plate on the bottom. I showed the short. I did a longer version on Reels on Facebook because they allow for more time, but I'll give you guys the synopsis on the YouTube as well. And you know, I just made a little bracket with a 1/4-20 and a magnet, and bam, it's in. And man, does it look cool again with that roll bar and that tack together. It really just sets this thing off. I actually can't wait to get it in black paint, and then we can start getting some of our lettering on the car, you know. But it looks pretty gosh darn cool the way it is, man. It really does. I mean, I know that, you know, the front's a black, the sheet metal, that's just protective stuff for the sheet metal. That's not painted, it's not primered, it's not nothing. There's a little bit of gray primer down there, that's that weld through stuff. But that's about it, man, you know. So I mean, that's where I'm at with this thing, you know. It's like it's exhausting. I'm going through the motions. Like tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be able to work on the car too much. I might do a couple little things. I got to put the fuel system, I got to come up with some way to deliver fuel to the Nova so I could back the Nova down and put it over there so I can get this beast out. I'm hoping for Saturday. I don't know if it's not Saturday, maybe Sunday. We'll see. It's just, you know, it's supposed to get hot. We have a couple days. This is Pennsylvania weather. It's kind of similar to Don's stuff. It's like, you know, it's one day it's like today it was 75. It's my birthday. It was 75 degrees. And Saturday, the low is 38 and high is 50. Now that's pretty good for some people, but it's supposed to be overcast and kind of nasty. Then Sunday, it's supposed to be nice again. Then during the week, we have a couple days in the 80s. It's just every time you want to do something, it's on the weekend. It seems like it's crappy weather. It's not no fun. But we're coming, heck or high water, we're coming out. I mean, we're going to do something. I got to remember to tighten up those cutouts. See, I walk around and I look at stuff. There's so many things that I have to go through, so many little checks. I know that those covers for those cutouts are just on there hand tight, so I got to tighten them up. See, just walking around talking to you guys, I'm spotting stuff I got to do. I got to get a gas tank door or sheet metal over it. I mean, we're not going to use it, but I mean, I kind of like having access right here, so I think I'm going to have to buy a new door. The hinge broke on the one I had. But that's neither here nor there. Let me see what else. I don't know what else I really need to tell you guys other than I'm getting pretty excited. I hope some of you guys are too. It's going to be fun to get this out and see what we got. I mean, I'm not sure what we have yet. You know, we built the Driveline like 2 years ago. You know, we got a 468 big block Chevy married to a Tremec 5-speed transmission and a 9-inch rear. Now, I mean, you know, we put the clutch in, what, 3 years ago? No, 2 years ago. I don't know. The Driveline's been in a while. Everything's been in a while. We got disc brakes all the way around. My buddy Kevin come over. We got those all squared away. It's just like so many, how am I trying to say this? There's so many aftermarket parts and they've all got to work together, you know. And, you know, that's the whole big thing about a shakedown. We got to shake this thing down. We got to see what's going to work, what's not going to work, and correct anything we got to correct. There's only one way to find out, and that's to take it out on the street and drive it around a little bit. So that's what we're going to do. hopefully I at least got the side glass in the back. We obviously don't have the door glass yet. That's why I'm kind of hoping for a nice day, a really nice day where it's not going to matter a whole lot. I mean, I still got some holes in the firewall I got to patch up, especially if I don't use the heater box or the fan box right now. I mean, there's a 3 or 4 inch hole on the other side. You guys know, I mean, it is what it is. We're going to do what we can do. All right. So I'm kind of tired. I'm going to go in the house, but I just wanted to come in and walk around the car with you guys and show you what's going on. All right. So if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. It could help us out a lot. All right. So until next time, take care, everybody.